In today's video, we are using a variety of stencils and stenciling techniques and some tips. We need 11 stenciled places using at least 6 stencils in our December junk journal for the December Junk Journal Challenge 2020. And so here you go. These are the ones that I did. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the Messy Desk. Today we are going to be stenciling. So I have some items here that we can use to stencil. We need 11 stenciled places, or at least 11 stenciled places in our journals for the December Junk Journal Challenge 2020. And you need to use at least 6 different stencils, so you can't just go and take one stencil and stencil throughout. I'm going to show you several different ways and a couple of tips, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go ahead, and Chip has shown up in here, of course, because he thinks since he heard me moving around that I should probably take him outside. It's too early. It's cold. I don't want him disturbing the other dog. So I don't want him disturbing the mama dog. Because as soon as she hears him, she's going to think it's time to get up. And then she takes her time getting back out there to those puppies. So okay, so I have this stencil, and this is from 2003, Lasting Impressions. I think I got this one in that package of stencils that I got from when I went to the thrift store in Ojai. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this one down. I'm using a brush. This is from Dollar General. I've been told they have them at Dollar Tree. I have yet to find one at Dollar Tree. So I think I'm going to be okay on staying away from the outside edge. If I was going to be getting too close to the outside edge, then I might want to go ahead and tape. Okay, so there is a star up there at the top. I think I have a star sticker left. So I'm going to show you other things. Now, your stenciling, for the challenge, you just have to stencil. Okay, so that right there is enough. But I am going to, of course, go ahead and do a little more, because that's what we do here. And I'm looking for my red bling. my red bling is, oh wow, check it out. I found my ticket. I found my tag punch. I so need to clean things out here. Oh, and I found this stencil. Totally not where it's supposed to be. Okay. Well, I have these little red hearts, so I'm going to go ahead and put them on my tree. Okay, so you can go ahead, decorate your stencils. So I'm going to put the hearts where there was an ornament. Okay, so you see there was little ornaments on this. Okay, and I'm going to put the two bigger hearts down here at the bottom, like I would on my Christmas tree. And put the little hearts. This is a medium, I think. Might be a big. That's big. It's okay. And we'll put the little ones looks like we did good. Okay, so that is that. And then if we have a star, we can go ahead and put a star up there on top. You could also glitter this just for fun. Okay, so just to give it some... Chip is here and his stomach is growling. Or he's making noises. He's not snoring. One of the videos I watched, a lady was opening totes and totes and totes of ornaments, Christmas ornaments and things that she had gotten from a hoarder's house. And they were just amazing. And it was funny because her dogs kept snoring. You could hear her dogs snoring in the video. Okay, so you don't have to do something like this, but if you want to, you can add some glitter. And here I did it using the fingernail polish, number 544 from Dollar Tree. As I keep telling you, I like that because it dries fast. I like that particular, the 544, because I like the size of the glitter as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this on so that I can continue on while that is drying. Okay, so that is the tree. And you can even do something as just like a little thing like this one here. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm... Okay, so we have this little holly. Okay, and I have two colors. So I can do the ombre effect with the light and then adding the dark. And I started it from that center area there. Okay, and then we do have the red. I don't think I have a red brush. I don't know what color. That one has no color, so I'm going to go ahead and use it for red because we'll be glad we have. Okay, so these are Ranger ink pads. Okay, and I'm going to try and keep my ink right there on those dots. And so there you go. We have the ombre effect. Now again, we could go ahead and add the bling there. But do remember that when you add the bling, you're adding bulk as well as pages that are hard to draw through, right through. Okay, so on that same stencil, okay, is the word joy. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I don't want any of that to come off. And so I have the word joy. Now this is the same stencil, but we can use 6 stencils. Now I'm going to go with red because the majority of what I'm going to be doing is going to be green. Okay, so I think I should have, because this comes so close to this edge, I probably should have taped this off. So I am going to recommend that you go ahead and tape this off. So you would put tape around your edges, and then hopefully you wouldn't get the edge. And this is what I like to use, okay? I have been trying to get these for all my main ink pads. Oh, come on. You're making noises there, Chip. You're making... Oh, no, don't come over here. No headbutting the arm. No. That was him moving my stuff around. Okay, but that is another place. And so that is our second stencil. Okay, so we've used 2 stencils, but we have 3 places. And you guys, last time I was really having a hard time keeping track. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll put stencils. We've used 2 stencils, places, 3. Stop. One, two, three. 3 places. Okay. We'll keep track this time. So last time I had to keep counting. Okay. So, okay. So here we have an edge area. So, with this, I'm making all kinds of noises over here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this, and I showed you the other day how we can use a doily, and we'll do that again. This time we'll use this red pad, so we should probably actually be able to see it. Don't you feel sorry for this poor dog? Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and I am going to go off the edge of this as well. So lightly onto the page. And you see I'm coloring the doily as well, so we can use the doily somewhere in the journal as well. So there is another stencil and another place. And when I do that, I usually want to do this in a couple of places. So we've done it somewhere in the back, and I think we'll go ahead and add just a little bit to this edge. And you see I moved it on the doily so that I'm getting some other color. And we'll bring it down here. I did I did a wedding because I was a florist. That's my, and a graphic artist. Those are my trades that I have been. And so I did a wedding, and I did specialty stuff. So, the things that most florists and stuff wouldn't do. So I had someone bring me all of her now husband, at the time her fiance, she had dried all the flowers, all the roses he had ever given her, and she wanted those. She wanted her wedding to be out of those and those roses. So I did that, and then she wanted her. I like this. So you can see you can go ahead and continue to add places, and you can keep doing that on more of your places throughout your journal using that. So anyway, she wanted a wedding album, and she knew that I did the scrapbooking and stuff. Well, I used all kinds of lace paper. I have placemats. I have quite a collection of lace paper, and I did a wedding album for them, and it was absolutely, oh my gosh, it was amazing, gorgeous, and it was all made from, okay, so let's go ahead and cut this. So this is the paper that would be around a cake. And you saw I used this on lace day because I was counting any type of lace. You could even have a photograph of lace. Or if you have, for your lace day, which was day 10, if you have, so this is gonna be our next. I know you're pitiful. It's just pitiful what you have to go through. Just pitiful. Okay. Anyway, so you could even have scrapbook paper that has lace on it, and you can use that. I was pretty easy. We just want lace look throughout your journal. Okay, so here I'm using this paper lace, and I have a dog that won't leave me alone. He headbutts underneath my arm because he wants me to pet him, give him attention. And you know, life here is different because normally he would be outside already, even though it's cold, because they would go and hang out in the hooch that she built. We call it the hooch. It was actually where the squirrels, the squirrels' den, and she turned it into a den underneath our, what we call the saloon. So, okay, so there we've added the paper lace to the edge. That's another stencil. And another place. Okay. And so, and of course you can do that again. And then for this, for decoration, I think I would go ahead and add the washi tape. Okay. And I'm going to add it in so that I can also, when I find the red that has the dots, I can add it also to this page. I've lost it somewhere. It's here somewhere. I have lost the red dots. Okay, but there we have a great decoration. Okay, another way to get a stencil is, where did it go? Oh man, here it is. Okay, so this is a punch. I punched out, I used my punch and my scalloped edge punch and punched out something there. So I'm going to go ahead and stencil on here. We're probably going to add one of the embellishments to this, but we can go ahead. So this one is my brush for the green. I didn't mark the red one yet, but I know I don't want to use. Okay, so you can punch and make yourself a stencil with a punch. Okay. And then I'm going to ombre it around the outside just by going and layering my color. Okay. Chips back. Okay. So there, that is using that. And again, we should have probably taped it down, but I actually like that. So that is another type of stencil, and it gives us 5 stencils, 7 places so far. Okay, We'll put that back. This is in our lace pocket. Look at this is from Tim Holtz. It's a shiny bright package, and it has Uncle Sam on it. So they figure it's probably from the 40s. I love that. I love that box. I would love to have, I have some shiny bright boxes, but I don't think they're the old ones. Okay, so here's where I use the lace in the journal. We do have, we have this stencil here. Okay, so you guys have probably, many of you have seen me use this stencil before. It's one of my favorites. But I'm going to use it today as a Christmas stencil. So I'm going to go ahead and just come in and catch the red. You've seen me, a lot of the times when we can only use one stencil in a challenge, this is the stencil I use. Okay, so I'm just going to go with that. And pretend they're poinsettias. And I could, you know what I could do? I could move it just, we'll try this. What if I turn it over? I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna try and line. Okay, well I can line 3 of them up, sort of. Okay, and then get in there with a second set of petals. We'll see if this works. Should have tried it on a card instead of right on a page in the book, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, so that gives me, I like it actually. I did do these lighter, okay, but it gives me more petals, like a okay, now let's see if I can find, there we go, I found the original. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And we're going to start with the light green. And the green thing here, let's go ahead and put that up there. Okay, don't want to accidentally, okay, so now we're going to grab the leaves, okay. There we go. So we got the leaves, and then we'll grab some dark and add a little bit of dark in there just to get some contrasting color. Okay, so there we go. And then we'll come in with our glitter, because I glitter things that are green is how and I'm going to go ahead and glitter the whole green area, and then I'm going to add in the center of the poinsettias a little blob of the fingernail polish as well, you know, for the gold center that you would have in the poinsettias. And that way I don't have to add bling to it and end up with the, you know, the bulkiness or making it bumpy so it's hard to write on. Okay, so there's there's that. So that's another stencil and stencil place. So we've used at least 6 stencils. We have 8 places. Okay. And okay, let's go back towards the front. Okay, so we also have, well, we also, on this stencil, we also have, you know, it's kind of nice to use like the little pieces. And so we can put this right up here at the top. And just like we did before, go ahead and get our red. This time we'll go ahead and do our green before we turn the stencil. Okay, so a little light, a little dark. And we'll turn the stencil. So I'm just putting the circle on the inside and turning it just a little bit and adding a second set of color. It just makes, I like it. Okay, and then add our glitter. And we could put that in a few more places in the journal, and I think that that would be really pretty and kind of fun. Okay, so we have another place. That makes 9 places. Okay. I like the way that turned out, the tree. I like that too. Okay, so another stencil that I had, and oh, here it is. I have a word stencil. Word stencils are always fun. This one is, I think this one was from, I think it's from I'm pretty sure it's from Dollar Tree. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking. Okay, so we want to add some tape here and some tape here. So let me go into my tape drawer. I have to disturb the dog to get in the tape drawer. I have some masking tape. The painter's tape would be better, but it's in the DIY stuff. It's not. I need to put some in here. Okay. Just trying to get the tape to start. I've been having trouble with tapes on camera lately. Okay. There we go. I was trying to get it, it was in pieces. So I curl the pieces together and try and get it. Okay. So we can go ahead and put our tape down. Okay, and come over here. There, that's just going to keep me from ending up with the next word, hopefully, on here. Okay. Well, at least when it broke that time, it broke in one piece, not in pieces. Okay. Oh, we've got to close that door because Chip has a thing for tape. He likes rolls of tape. Okay, then we'll go ahead, break that piece off, and cover the Z. Okay, and then I hope we're lined up. If we line up this on the bottom, we should be good. Okay, and I think we'll go with the green. And by adding the tape to the edge, we can go ahead and just add our, oh, I need the dark. Okay. So we're ombreing the letters. So this ombre just makes it so that it goes from light to dark of a same color or usually a same color palette, but sometimes it can be even rainbowish. Okay, so there is our believe. Okay, so there's that. I love that. I love the way that turned out. And okay, so that gives us 10 places and 7 stencils that we've used. Remember, you need to use 6 stencils. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and move that a little. And we have the word joy. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this covering the believe because I think I want to do that for my journal, my December daily. I think it would be, so if I just, I mean, it's already there and ready. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the same thing to the word joy. So another way that you can stencil is, you know, by cutting something out. We've punched something, but you could also cut something out of, and I would use, you know, like the punch, that was a heavier paper that I had. So again, we're just going around the outside of, oh, it's breaking apart in pieces. Sorry. Okay, so you need to stencil in 11 places and you need to use at least 6 different stencils. Does not need to be 6 different kinds of stencils, just 6 different stencils. It can be stencils that you make. It can be stencils that are store-bought. And this is just, you know, touching some of the ways that you can stencil. So I look forward to seeing the other ways that you guys can think of for stenciling. And so we have the word joy set up here. And I'm going to go ahead and I was going to put it up there at the top there, but I think it would be kind of cool to put it right here on this card. Okay, so here we go. Light green, dark green. And remember, the first place you touch is where the most is going to go. So there you have the word joy, and we could continue to add more of the words throughout that we wanted to. But that is going to be our 11th place. And this is still one of the same stencils. So you might have just a background stencil like this, and you can just go ahead and just to get some more color in your on your pages, you can go ahead and just add just like that. Okay, just to get a little more color on your pages, even on your pages that are a digital. This is from the Basic Christmas Digital Kit from Dear Julie Julie. Okay. You can stencil on top of your napkin if you think you need more color. Okay. So this will give you a lot of places, but now you can see why I said you need to have 6 different kinds of different stencils, because if you just did this, you'd have your 11, I mean, just no time, right? So there's that. Or you might even want to do another, like we have a doily stencil here. So we did doily stencil using the actual doily, but you might actually have a doily stencil. Okay. And adding things to the edge of your page is a great way to add color as well. Okay, so we have done more than what the requirements for this challenge are. Adding stencils, and like I said, I use this brush. I really like these. These come from Dollar General, but they also have them at Dollar Tree. Of course, the Dollar Tree ones are going to be $1, and those other ones were either $1.99 or $2.99. Some of the ones I bought were $1.99 because I got a couple different sizes, and I keep watching for them, and they keep not having them. So that is stenciling day 11, and we did more than the 11 places. We used 7, 8, 9 stencils, I think. So for a recap, we used some of these embossing stencils. So these are the ones that are made so that you can go ahead and use a stylus and actually emboss using these. They also use these for like face painting. They work really well. They don't, I mean, I've seen them use these for face painting, but they don't move. I mean, they don't. So, but anyway, I've seen them use the metal ones for that. Oh, we didn't even use my favorite holly one. So that's what those are, and I got most of those at the thrift stores. I have picked up a couple at Hobby Lobby. So that was that one and our joy. Okay, and then we used our doily and our doily paper. And that was over towards the front here. There's our doily paper edge. And look, now we've got red pieces on there. So that we used a punch out. Okay, so this is my scallop edge punch, and we punched. I had already punched that. That was actually in one of the drawers down here. Found it. Then we used some store-bought stencils. We used the doily. We used the lattice. We used the word stencil, and we used this stencil. So lots of ideas for stencils, and I cannot wait to see what you do with your stencils. I'm going to go ahead and I will put the playlist for our December challenge right up here. I will also add an embellishment video, and then YouTube is going to add a video up here that they think that you're going to want to watch. And we are just about finished. We have stamping tomorrow. I'm going to show you several stamping ideas and how to use stamps in your journals. Again, tomorrow we'll be doing 12 stamping places using at least 6 stamps. And then there will just be adding the finishing touches on this, and this journal will be finished. That's not quite dry. I'll move this up a little more. And so, which one was your favorite? I love the tree. And I probably because of the extra added to it. But I think that I love the tree. And I absolutely love this. I think that is beautiful. So, and then of course, this is using the lattice one. That is fast. A fast way to add color in the journal. So there you go. I like the way this page turned out. It has a lot of color on it. So lots and lots of fun there. Okay, find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.